Echo and HarperAudio present The Story of CO2 is the Story of Everything. How Carbon Dioxide Made Our World by Peter Brannen. Read by Verner. A note before we begin. Don't forget to download the enhancement PDF from your audiobook provider. It contains the bibliography. To Dad. Carbon dioxide may be thought of as the most important substance in the biosphere. It has supported the existence and development of life by serving as a source of carbon, the principal element of which all living beings, including geologists and geochemists, are made. In past times, it was a source of the free oxygen in the air and the ocean that makes animal life possible. By absorbing and backscattering the heat radiated from the Earth's surface, it maintains a sufficiently high temperature in the air and the sea to allow liquid water, and therefore life, to exist. Earth's uniquely benign environment for living things depends fundamentally, of course, on its relationship to a small, steady star, the Sun. But this relationship is modulated in essential ways by carbon dioxide. Roger Revelle, 1985. The flow of energy through a system acts to organize that system. Harold Morowitz. Introduction. 315 million years ago, a photon slipped free from the clutches of its parent star and raced 93 million miles across the void. Some 99.9999999% of its fellow photons kept on sailing past eternity. A rare few, after billions of miles, bounced off the craters and canyons of some savagely bleak world in the outer solar system. Still others, after a billion miles more, mutely scattered off disembodied nebulae, drifting through space. But our photon was headed to the most interesting place in the known universe, the Earth. After 8 minutes at light speed, the photon slammed into a leaf and instantly found itself recruited into a frenetic, impossible labyrinth of electrochemical nanomachinery, a whirring, buzzing tangle of life. 8 minutes to an outside observer, that is. Photons don't experience time. The sunlight had found itself, in other words, recruited into photosynthesis. The leaf was attached to a bizarre lepidodendron tree, the length of its trunk seemingly sheathed in reptile skin, in an otherworldly Carboniferous period jungle, haunted by centipedes the size of crocodiles. The leaf absorbed the photon and many others through tiny antennae, and it used this solar power, with the help of water, to transform carbon dioxide from the air around it into the stuff of life, effectively conjuring more tree out of thin air. In this way, energy, once forged in the thermonuclear center of the sun and radiated across the vacuum, was diverted into the world of the living through the chemistry of CO2. It was stored in wood, the leaves that wreathed this wood, the wax that coated these leaves, the sugars that fueled this tree, for a time at least. Trees like this, after all, get quickly consumed by the rest of the living world, where this solar power continues its flow through the biosphere, animating those same gigantic centipedes busily munching its leaf litter, or the fungi that would disassemble its trunk after death. These life forms power themselves by burning plants like this in the controlled fires of metabolism, releasing that CO2 back to the environment, along with water and waste heat. And it's a good thing, too. Without this vast metabolic exhaust of life on Earth, photosynthesis would fatally deplete CO2 in the atmosphere in a matter of years, and freeze the planet to death. But just then, with an ear-splitting crack, all 160 feet of the lepidodendron fell into the black swamp below. And there it rested, buried in the mire, commended to the earth for the ages. As the tree sank deeper and deeper into the muck, and then into the crust, the tournament of life
Sample complete. Ready to continue?